I just locked in. I wasn't locked in, and then I locked in, and now we have greatness. So y'all lock in.
There's officially only a few months left of 2025. So girl, if you're watching right now, here's your sign. We are going to be locked in for the rest of the year. No more. I'm gonna start on Monday. I'll just start January 1st. No, because you have the opportunity to use these next 100 days to really lock in and rewrite how the rest of this year goes for you. Just think about it. If you start right now, you and I are going to be getting a head start over everyone else who's going to be waiting for their New Year's motivation to really lock in.
I'm back with another daily reminder. Listen, I don't know who needs to hear this, but in 6 months, either you're going to have 6 months of excuses or you're going to have 6 months of progress. Baby, it's time to lock in. It's 2025, okay?
Girl, let me tell you something. You need to focus and just focus on you. Don't do it. God is never late. He's always on time. So do not just focus. I'm telling you, because you don't need distractions.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but you ain't missing out on nothing when you get your shit. The outside ain't going nowhere. The people outside ain't going nowhere. The events that's going on outside gonna still be there when you get done doing what you need to do. But right now, you need to focus on you. Right now, your project is you. Right now, you need to be focusing on your dreams and accomplishing your goals. You're not missing out on nothing. Lock in, do what you know you gotta do, and keep right on pushing. Outside gonna be there when you get done, I promise you.
There's only 3 months left in the year, but it's not over yet. So here's how you're gonna lock in and achieve all your goals by 2026. First, you're gonna reevaluate and revise your original goals from the beginning of the year. If you are not the type of person to write down your goals, you need to start doing so. Writing it down will give you a clear indication of what you achieved and what you did not. From there, you can go in and reevaluate what you need to do to achieve the goals that you did not achieve and congratulate yourself and scratch off the ones that you did. For the goals that you didn't achieve, you need to go in and figure out why, write down what you did wrong, what you could do better, so that way now you have a clear path so you can get there by the end of this year. Number 2 is recreate your vision board. Obviously, if you make a vision board at the beginning of the year, by now it's probably going to look a little bit different because there's probably some things that happened and some things that didn't. There's also probably some things that you want to add on to your vision board. Me personally, I make a vision board for every single quarter. I feel like doing that makes me have much clearer goals for each quarter, so it's easier for me to achieve those things personally. But if you want to make one full vision board and just kind of edit it throughout the year, you can do that as well. Get a clear vision of the person that you want to be by the end of the year and start incorporating actions and creating habits that will help you get there.
And to the girl who said, maybe you got all the hard days out of the way early so that you can live the rest of your life in peace. Girl, I love you.
And it's time to start prioritizing yourself. Put you first. That man gonna be okay. Them kids gonna be okay. Your friends, your family will be okay. You need to put you first this season for the first time. I know you love your people, you want to do for them, but what good is it if you're doing for everybody else, but you're not looking out for yourself? Make that make sense. It's okay to do for you, set healthy boundaries, and focus on yourself. You can't keep pouring from an empty cup. That's why you frustrated. That's why you tired. That's why you overstimulated, because you're looking for something in return, but you are emptying yourself for everyone else. So now it's time to focus on you and do not feel guilty about it. It's okay.
Hey babe, I know the world's crazy, but your dreams are still on the table. And if there's one thing I hate, it's when the girlies are not chasing their dreams because they're mentally exhausted, because they're intaking all the wrong things and don't have the systems and the discipline built to actually move on their dreams when the world is going to crap. I know it's hard. The past few weeks have been emotionally traumatic and exhausting for everyone, no matter what you believe. But I truly want to just kind of interrupt all that noise for a second and say, hey baby, you're still capable of everything that was on that 2025 vision board. If we have to take a rain check to 2026 for some things, that's fine, but you need to be moving on your dreams and your own legacy still, because not another year can pass by where you don't. Like, truly, life is too short. You don't know what's in store, and I know the world is crazy, but as long as we're still here, you still have this purpose, and those passions and that stuff inside of you is still there, and I really want you to move on it, and I'm here to help with that. My name is Jada. This is what I live and breathe, and I just want the girlies to go after their dreams. So welcome to the lock-in. It's time to clock back in to your dreams and your ambition. We're gonna do this together.
Coming from a former lazy girl, okay, the only way I actually started to have discipline discipline and be consistent is when I finally realized how you do one thing is how you do everything. I used to waste every single day of my life scrolling for hours, procrastinating my responsibilities, just like avoiding even like the smallest tasks. And I just felt so stuck, so unmotivated, so depressed. And then when I finally realized that how I handled the little things like setting my alarm, actually waking up to it instead of snoozing it 10 times in a row, making my bed in the morning, going to work out instead of putting it off to the next day. All these things that seem really small, they actually really add up to set the tone for how you do literally anything else in life. By the way, I'm Lena. Welcome to Anti-Brain Rot, where I share with you how to stop wasting your life and actually start living it. So if you're not already following your girl, what are you doing? Okay, what are you doing? Go follow your girl right now. Like those small habits, no matter how tiny, they really shape your entire life. And when I finally locked in and started being consistent with those small habits, then I started being consistent with the really big things in my life, like my dream of becoming a YouTuber. I would post every single week. When you're consistent with those small, tiny habits, you start to gain trust in yourself that you can actually handle the bigger things. So here's your sign to lock in and start paying attention to those little habits and start showing up for yourself in those little ways. And I promise you, you will see your life transform. I hope this helped, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Even if you're tired, you can still go to the gym. Even if you're annoyed with your spouse, you can still speak in a manner that's loving. Even if you don't feel like doing that hard work, you can still push yourself to do it. Your feelings aren't a choice. Your behavior and your thoughts are always a choice.
I'm 54 and I'm going to tell you, you need to stop choosing vibes over vision. Seriously, how many more Mondays are you going to waste before you finally move? You keep calling it a rut. I call it a routine. You want a new life, but you keep protecting the old one. You say you're waiting on God to show you, but you won't even get up early to see. You swear you're overwhelmed, but you keep choosing chaos. Your vision board is cute, but your habits are disrespectful. Your online shopping cart is full. Your savings account is not. Priorities. You want soft life results with struggle life habits, and you spend your money like you hate your future. You're afraid to outgrow people you already don't respect. You say you're evolving, but your routine speaks fluent self-sabotage. Comfort is killing your calling. You're not plateaued. You just ruin every bit of progress you made on the weekends. You want change, but you keep making comfort your emergency contact. At some point, your patterns become proof that you never really planned to change. Why are you giving lifetime loyalty to temporary places?
I always say, if you're down bad, the best thing you can do is lock in on yourself, especially if you're in a space where you're just like, I want so much more for myself. The second you focus on becoming the woman that you have always wanted to be, you start attracting everything she deserves. Because when you do better, you get better. And that's the truth.
I feel like the sexiest thing a woman can do is to be disciplined, to be on their ish, waking up 6 a.m., getting their life together, doing their skincare, starting that business, being an influencer, going to work, clocking in, getting what they need to get done, baby, and just becoming the person that they said they was going to become. Because what that does, it gets everybody scared. They're like, oh my gosh, she's doing every single thing that she said she was going to do. I stay away from those people. I hate people who talk about things they want to do and they never pursue it. They could keep saying they're going to start these YouTube channels, they're going to start content, they're going to be an influencer, they're going to do all this and that, but they have not done a single thing. You have 24 hours in a day and you continue to use those hours for talking and not doing anything. Do you not care about your life enough to make it better? Or enough about yourself to keep these promises to yourself? Every single day you get up and you lie to yourself and you tell yourself that you're going to start content, you're going to be an influencer, you're going to be this big person, you're going to start going to the gym, you're going to start doing these things, and you never do them. And you wonder why you never do them, and you wonder why you're not confident in anything you do, because you keep lying to yourself. You can't even keep a promise to yourself. Right.
3 months, October, November, December. You've got 3 months left in the year and you have one of two choices. You can do what you've been doing year after year after year after year, which is literally nothing until January 1st when you have a spurt of motivation and you decide that you're going to change your entire being, and then you do it for 2 weeks and then those goals are never seen or heard of again. Or you can see the opportunity in front of you and take the next 3 months and commit to the actions that are going to produce that version of yourself, so that on January 1st, you're not sitting there looking in the mirror, disgusted and disappointed with who you've been and the fact that you've repeated this cycle over and over and over again. You can instead be proud of the fact that you took the initiative to change your actions before everyone said it was acceptable to do so. On January 1st, do you want to feel like you have to change your entire life again? Or do you want to feel that you can just keep on doing what you're doing?
The worst thing you can do is explain why you're protecting your peace to the same people disturbing it. The peace you have now was earned. At this stage in your life, peace is not optional. It's sacred. That means stepping away from the chaos, saying no without guilt, and choosing rest over performance. Now, some people won't understand your boundaries, but that's not your job to fix.